So let's dive in a little bit on the frameworks you have. You have a part of the framework you call the SANE framework. That's an acronym. Walk us
Yeah.
through that. What is SANE, and what do those steps help these people do?
So we've saying it's systemize, automate, navigate, and energize. So with systemize, it's all about looking at where you are now. If you're in say you're in that overwhelm, things are spiraling, cash flow is going out the door, um, staff are all quitting, whatever, then there's a problem. And I went through that a lot, and you need to be able to stabilize that by looking at your systems. So what is not
Yeah,
working? The systems side of it isn't necessarily about technology and IT.
right.
It's just the way, how are you being? What is your way of being in this moment? How are you showing up? How are your team showing up? And
Yeah.
this is your audit sort of stage of, okay, well, let's start documenting things that need to be done, the repetitive processes, and what can be delegated out. If it can get off your plate, if you're doing too much, for instance, what can
Yeah.
somebody else do? And creating the
Well, and how they do it, right? Systems, when you put systems in place, it makes everything repeatable, like a recipe, right? If you give this recipe out to people, they all end up with the same chocolate cake, you know?
yeah,
Putting that system in place to know when we start this process, this is going to be the output of the process. And every time we do it, we get this output. If we do it 10 times, we get 10 outputs. So, having that system in place, it I think it helps people be a little bit more calm because they know, follow the system, it works every time. They don't have to think about what to do. You just kind of follow the process and let it go. But so many businesses are afraid, I think, um, to put in systems. They think technology. The minute you say a system, they think, oh, this is going to cost me millions. It's like, no, it's a checklist that everybody uses the same checklist. It's a
yeah,
step-by-step instruction that everybody uses the same steps. That's what systems are, and that's what systems can do for your company, right? Makes them manageable, measurable, repeatable, scalable, trainable, and the business sustainable. So yeah, I think they're important.